kindly agreed to step in and evaluate the evening overall for us. So I'd like to welcome JohnT.
Thanks, Paul. As the role of general evaluator, I get to evaluate everything that really hasn't been evaluated throughout the evening. So we'll start off with Greg's round robin. Great start off the block. Apparently you hadn't prepared for it by all means. Don't let everybody know that. Because you're such a good presenter, it doesn't matter. So we know that you're going to come out here and nail the role anyway. So there's no need to tell us that you haven't prepared. Great use of the gavel and allowed the flow to go throughout the room. And I think you were also watching the time lights as well, and so you were speeding it up at the end just to arrive right at the red light, so that was great. Table topics, great table topics, well delivered, and gave people scope to move throughout the table topic that you'd given to them, so it was really good. A good way to keep everybody on track is the table topics that you've made, is make a couple of copies, so you at least can give a copy to the evaluators, and seeing as this club does the timekeeping after each table topic session, then the timekeeper should also probably get the people, or at least the topics. Obviously you won't have decided who's going to get it, and then the timekeeper can write down who it is then. But otherwise, great delivery. Also, I would encourage that everybody who comes up to do a table topics at our club, you deliver it from your pace in the room. But if you're going to come up here, always shake the table topics master's hand on your entry and exit back to your seat. And if you can, refer back to the end. After you've presented your table topic, turn around, Mr. Table Topic Master, shake, and then away you go. So the lectern in the front of the stadium here, or the room, is occupied all the time. And it's a good recognition to the Table Topics Master who's done all that hard work. Tarn, the timekeeper. That's probably another thing that I said, if you should ask maybe for the people who are going to speak for the evening, so you can write their times down, and also the table topics. But otherwise, this is your first time. You've done really well. The interlude, Kathy, for weddings. This is the first time I've seen an interlude in a table topics meeting, because we don't have one at our club, but it was very well presented. I think you felt a Toastmasters ripple of love and kindness to take us on our way home. Table topics evaluations, Matt. You had good evaluations. You reiterated the table topics. There was probably a little bit of hand clasping throughout your delivery, and as probably Carol picked up a few ums and ahs to take you through to the winning arm and R master. Sorry, it was... It's you. Sorry. Good in-depth analysis. Sorry about that, Matt. I should have said, not Gary. Good in-depth analysis as the evaluations moved along, and a big dollop of praise at the end, because that's what it's all about. The praise, points of improvement and praise. Apart from get a life. Riles me. Especially in Toastmasters, as everybody knows. You have to have a life in Toastmasters, that's why we're here. Toastmaster Paul made everybody feel at ease. Well-run meeting. And especially as Paul has done a lot of competitions over the years, you can see that he introduces people by the name, the title of their speech, and their name, and always occupies the lectern here, is organised about taking the lectern away, greets the person with a handshake. Great fillers of inventions, mostly of an Australian origin. And again, perhaps we need to just make sure that the speakers, the evaluators, I don't know whether you just neglect participating on them. But otherwise, great role for this evening. Thanks very much. Evaluations. Gary for Greg. Great evaluation. Good points for improvement. Obviously slow down a little bit, but that's Gary. He's in the fast lane. Big Jag would be harder to keep up with you.
Oh. It's not a good mistake.
The good part is you forecasted some praise for Greg coming up after your points for improvement to round it all off. The evaluation of James for Anna, you concentrated on your analysis of the character's development and Anne's speech, which was really good. You reiterated the points that had really stuck with you. There's two trains of thought with speech evaluations, and some people say that you address the speaker and give them all the praise, or you acknowledge the speaker and give the praise to the room. I think your praise was predominantly to the room, but in doing so you probably centred more around the camera area than taking in the whole room. But otherwise, great analysis, and again rounding off with praise so that Anne can go home with a big smile on her face. Wordmaster. A little bit of a spelling mistake there. But what I like the feature of this club is that the people who haven't had a chance to use the word for the evening are asked to stand up and use it in a sentence. So I think that's a great feature that you have at your club. Grammarian, George, textbook report. Can't say much more than that. Hardmaster, Gary. Question first, name second. Great questions though. And of course you threw in the legendary bit at the end, just before the end there. Counter, Carol obviously pointed out everybody's ums and ahs and finished it off with Gary with 16, I think it was, for the evening. And timekeeper Tan just about to give me a green light, which gives me the green light to say thank you very much for having me. I think this could be potentially my last visit as an area governor. If I have some time, I'd love to come to see it before my tenure finishes. But I'd especially like to thank Bo Morris, Sandbelt Toastmasters, for all the support they've given me over this year, and also exceptionally the support for the club when we had our area competitions. Congratulations to George to moving on to the next level. So it just shows you the amount of participation, enthusiasm and inspiration the club has. Mr. Toastmaster.